What if I told you? The saddest story in One Piece isn't about a kingdom. It's not about a pirate crew. It's about three boys. Three brothers, born into three completely different families, who chose each other over blood. One believed both of his brothers were dead. One died believing he had protected his little brother. And one forgot his entire childhood, only to remember everything after seeing a single newspaper. Is the heartbreaking story of Luffy, Ace, and Sabo. Before they became brothers, they were all alone. Monkey D. Luffy was the grandson of the legendary marine hero Garp, but instead of growing up with his family, he was left in the mountains with bandits. He dreamed of becoming a pirate like Shanks. Then there was Portgas D. Ace, the son of the pirate king Gold D. Roger. The entire world hated him, without even knowing him. People believed Roger's child deserved to die before he was even born. Ace grew up asking the same painful question. Should I have been born at all? He carried that pain every single day. And finally, there was Sabo. Unlike the other two, Sabo came from a rich, noble family. He had everything money could buy. But he had no freedom. His parents only cared about status and reputation. To them, Sabo wasn't a son. He was simply a tool. Ironically, the poorest child was the happiest, and the richest child felt like a prisoner. Three different lives, one shared loneliness. Luffy first met Ace, and the meeting was terrible. Ace wanted nothing to do with him. He constantly tried to push Luffy away. Being Luffy never gave up. Eventually, they discovered another mysterious boy, Sabo. Ace and Sabo were secretly collecting treasure together. Their dream was to one day become pirates and sail the sea. Luffy accidentally discovered their secret hideout. Instead of killing him, they slowly accepted him. They laughed together, fought together, ate together. For the first time, none of them were alone anymore. Then came one of the most beautiful moments in One Piece. The three boys filled 3 sake cups. They weren't related by blood, but that didn't matter. They made a promise. From that day forward, they would be brothers forever. No matter where life took them, no matter how strong they became, no matter how far apart they were, nothing would break their bond. It wasn't fate, it wasn't destiny. It was a choice, and that's what made it so powerful. But happiness in One Piece never lasts forever. Sabo finally escaped his noble family. He planned to sail the sea. His dream was finally coming true. Then, everything changed. A celestial dragon saw Sabo's tiny boat. It was simply in his way. Without hesitation, the dragon ordered his ship destroyed. One cannon shot destroyed everything. Ace and Luffy watched in horror. To them, Sabo was dead. Their brother disappeared before their eyes. Neither of them knew. Dragon had secretly rescued Sabo, but Sabo lost every memory. He forgot his brother. He forgot the sacred cups. He forgot his dream. Ace and Luffy never stopped mourning him. For years, they believed they had already lost one brother forever. Time passed. The three brothers walked different paths. Luffy began building the Straw Hat Pirates. Ace joined Whitebeard. Not because Whitebeard replaced Roger, but because Whitebeard gave Ace something he had searched for his entire life, a family. Meanwhile, Sabo became the Revolutionary Army's chief of staff, standing beside Dragon himself. But because of his memory loss, he still didn't know who Luffy and Ace were. Then came the greatest tragedy. Ace was captured. The entire world gathered for his execution. Luffy fought through Impel Down. He invaded Marineford. He challenged admirals. He challenged the Marines. He challenged the entire world. For one person, his brother. After countless sacrifices, Luffy finally freed Ace. For one brief moment, it looked like they had won. But then, Akainu insulted Whitebeard. Ace couldn't ignore it. He turned around. That single decision changed history forever. Akainu attacked Luffy. Ace jumped in front of him, taking the fatal blow himself. As Ace slowly died, he smiled. Not because he wasn't afraid, but because he finally had an answer to the question that haunted him since birth. Were my life and birth worth anything? Yes. Because he was loved, he thanked everyone, especially Luffy. Then, Ace died in his little brother's arms. Luffy's mind completely broke. For the first time, the boy who always smiled couldn't even move. He had lost another brother. Now Luffy believed both Ace and Sabo were gone. Far away, Sabo read a newspaper. One picture, one headline, forecast D Ace dead. The moment he saw Ace's face, every memory came flooding back. Luffy, Ace, the mountains, the laughter, the sake cups, everything. Sabo collapsed, crying uncontrollably. Not because Ace had just died, but because he remembered. He had forgotten his own brothers. He remembered too late. He couldn't save Ace. That regret became one of the greatest scars of his life. Years later, Sabo entered Dressrosa. There, he reunited with Luffy. One of the most emotional reunions in One Piece. Luffy couldn't believe it. His brother was alive. The brother he had mourned for years stood right before him. Neither of them could stop crying. Sabo then made another promise. I couldn't save Ace, but this time, I'll protect you. When the flame fruit appeared, Sabo ate it. Not because he wanted power, but because nobody else should carry Ace's legacy. The flames that once belonged to Ace continued to burn through Sabo. Ace's will never disappeared. The tragedy of these three brothers isn't simply that one of them died. It's that fate kept tearing them apart. Sabo thought his brothers were gone. Ace believed Sabo was dead. Luffy believed both of them were dead. Three brothers, three different tragedies, yet none of them ever stopped loving each other. They proved that family isn't decided by blood. It's decided by the people willing to stand beside you, even against the entire world. That is why this flashback still makes millions of fans cry, because every smile they shared made every loss hurt even more.